So this one is good. A year of progress or just a high-def illusion? Let's talk about the year Star Citizen forgot its soul. Well, my friend, I think that happened a long time ago, not just this year. Yes, 4.0 dropped. Yes, it runs great. Really? Does it? Yes, I can play for hours without a crash. I could play for hours without a crash in 3.17. I don't know what you're talking about. I honestly think it was better then than it is now. But that's exactly a problem, is it? We've reached technical stability. No, we have not. Not by any shape, form, or any fantasy definition of it. There's no technical stability in any way, shape, or form here. And we've done so by leaving the vision gasping in the dust. Let's unpack this golden age of development. 4.0 launches half-cooked. Half-cooked is a nice way of calling it. You have a system, the new system, which is basically empty, with the same starting location, copy-pasted 5, 6, or who cares how many times. There's nothing else. There's one location that they copy-pasted like children do when they're too lazy to do their homework. You copy-paste something several times just to make the amount of pages the teacher said you minimally had to do, right? So you have a project, it needs to be 10 pages long, and you only did 3. Okay, I will copy paste it 3, 4 more times, and I'll cover it. That's what they did. Copy pasting like children. Org support dead. Oh no. Straight to flyable ships release continue unchecked while we have 0 real updates. Solo idlers, well, those guys paid 2K, so they can do whatever they want, including fly around solo and fire solo, the largest ship in the game, even though they said that should not even be possible. If you're flying a giant-ass ship, let alone a capital ship, you should need a crew to even fire it. Well, apparently not if you pay $2,000. Then you can do whatever the fuck you want. Every PvPE event is org lockable. Well, there you go. You were angry about orgs. Everything is org lockable. Ground desync is mostly fixed. And my ship's components, the one I grinded every patch for January, wiped. Again, yes! That's what they do because they want you to feel frustrated, and in that frustration, their psychiatrists, their psychiatrists and psychologists have figured out that yes, the social engineers working for CIG said yes, frustration leads to spending money. So the more you wipe, the more they lose. They give up and go and spend money, and that's what we care about, right? That's the only way. That's the only thing we care about. Yeah, okay. We do that. More wipes. You know what's going to happen now with a hacker patch crisis and what? More wipes. Oh, we have to wipe because of the hackers, because of the dupers, right? All right. And by the way, what duping is it that they're worried about? It used to be that you could dupe if you were holding something and turn on the Moby glass. Something could be duped there. Anything that was stackable. That was wiped within hours, as far as I know. So what is it that they're worried about? Anyway. What has gone right? Stability, crash, protection. I still get a lot of crashes. Game loops. This is, you think it's been going right? Oh my god. And I'll give it, all right. He gives all the credit to CIG. No, it's really in a bad place because we don't have any progression towards anything. We used to get more of it before. You had more stuff going on. Now it's just locations for you to PvE in, and that's it. PvP in, and that's all you got. There's really no, again, it's the same thing as always. It's a space game without any, even a shadow of game exploration here. At this point in 2025, it is embarrassing that they haven't figured out a randomly auto-generated system by which you have a bunch of systems with a bunch of planets, and no one cares. If it's generated by AI, randomly generated, whatever it is, something. You should have done that years ago, and you're still not doing it now. We really should have 100 systems, and not because these lazy-ass motherfuckers are going to tailor-make each one. No, because they will use what everyone else is using, and yeah, 100 systems, no problem. 1,000 systems, no problem. You want to know how Star Citizen should be in 2025? Star Citizen in 2025 should be the starting location that we have, the starting system that we have, with the cities that they cared enough to make back then when they cared about anything here, have that. And then you have shitty pyro, which is just it's just a symbol of how fucks few fucks they give about us, giving us a second system with just one location. It's not even a city and a planet. No, it's just one station that is the relict. And they copy pasted that fucking little thing in Pyro. An entire new system with one only location, and the rest of it is, well, the library of assets that they have. They just bombed it all over the place. We should have those at the very least, and we should have 100 our systems, 1,000 our systems with little or nothing in them. A system with not a single human structure in it. Okay, you go there mining. There's good mining there. You can make money. You can get killed, but there's good money to be made, right? You do that. Okay, we should have that. You should have a system that has some. Pay someone a few bucks in Fiverr for all I care. I don't care. It's not as if you have quality staff either. But in some of these 1,000 systems that you have, something else every once in a while to go. Some of that library vomited and spat over the place. A few places here and there. No one expects space to be full. I've never had a problem with Starfield having a lot of actual empty space. It is space. It's called space for a reason. There should be a lot of it, not the shit we have in Star Citizen. And you go there and you take a few minutes of your time and you hire someone else in Fiverr, let's call it $50, and you design a system by which, as more of the map I discover and explore, the more I can sell that. Especially if I got lucky and found something valuable, I can sell that. It is big. It is 1,000 different systems. There's going to be plenty of room for people to explore. Flying around in empty space. Is it boring? Of course. You're flying in empty space. It is supposed to be boring. But every once in a while, I got lucky and I found something valuable. I found an abandoned station in a rock. I found some minerals. I found some resource. And I sell that location to someone else. This would be the part of exploration. I'm exploring. I'm finding things, right? This is not there. It should be here. It is not. We should have that. And we should have some form of base building and progression. You should have a home. You should have a fucking hub somewhere where you can put one of those little dolls and little statues that they give you. All of that shit. You should have some of that. Use the fucking hubs you already have. I don't care. But something. Actually, it should be better than that. We should be able to build a station somewhere. Is it permanent? I don't know. Are you risking? I don't know. You figure that shit out. But no. You cannot be bothered to do any of that. You're only bothered with making more money out of us. That's the only thing you ever cared about. That's the only thing you will ever care about. And more people need to realize that.